thank you so much for cutting the music on cue.
Music was cut out at the perfect time.
It was wonderful.
Right when we asked for it.
Yeah.
The water's over there.
Oh, thank you so much.
How's everybody doing?
Yes.
All right.
They're doing pretty good, guys.
That's a nice response. We know you're all a little surprised. Everybody, I just saw the seat in the audience that was supposed to be taped off for my ex-wife. She doesn't appear to be here yet.
Of course, your ex-wife didn't show.
Nobody sit there. She'll come.
They taped it clearly.
They
so
taped it pretty clearly.
Honey?
Honey?
No, that's not her.
No.
Not her.
Well, we know that you all came here for came to the auditorium here for the pep rally to see Paul Ryan's Two-Faced Loser tour.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we all know Paul Ryan is going around doing a tour. It's called the Two-Faced Loser Tour.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of a motivational tour where he talks about how he became successful and what his life skills
Yeah,
are.
Right. He paints it in a positive light.
Yeah, he
Right.
tells you step by step how to become a two-faced loser. And you know, walking out of there, exactly how to do it.
Exactly. And if that's a skill you're interested in, who better to learn it from?
I mean,
He's the king.
He's the poster child.
For two-faced losers.
Oh my God! And he wanted it was supposed to be a TED talk.
It was supposed to be. That's right. He
Right.
pitched it, and Ted told him to go fuck himself.
Ted is pretty tight on his talks.
Yeah.
He does
Which you
just
wouldn't think because you see him all the time.
I've seen some of the worst talks I've ever seen through Ted.
And they happen in the smallest buildings as well as the biggest convention centers. I mean, he could have just done it in the bathroom at the public library.
Have you guys watched the one I sent you that was all about mindfulness and chimpanzees?
I loved that one.
Yes.
It really made me
I
think
watched
of
it on
things.
mute, and I still got it, I
You
think.
get most of what you need out of it.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time. But anyway, Paul's not going to be here.
No.
I mean, he felt bad about it. He sent us an email. In the subject, it said, sorry, couldn't be there, Paul crying.
Yeah.
And in the body, it said, sad, I can't be there.
He said, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I actually got an email too from Paul.
Yeah.
And he said subject line stuck in traffic, and then in the subject was like, I'm almost there, Paul trying.
Oh, yeah. So he was close. He was crying and trying in his car in traffic.
Yeah.
But
I also got an email actually from him.
You did?
I did, yeah. I guess it was late, and he actually tried to rent an airplane, and he sent the subject line said, "Hey, I still plan on being there. Might not make it." In the body, it said, "Stall flying." And so I guess he wanted us to stall because he was flying.
we're stalling. So this is our stall technique right now.
Well, you guys haven't heard about the email he sent me.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
He said, sorry, again, so sorry, I'm not going to be there.
And I bought it.
However, I can see you guys. I might come out last minute. Paul spying.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy because
So we'll see.
That's crazy because I actually, right before we walked out here, I got an email from Paul's wife. Did I tell you guys about that? I don't know.
No, you didn't.
You saw me checking my phone, right?
Oh, yeah, we were all back there furiously checking our phones.
Yeah. We hadn't talked in the last 3 hours. We've been on our fucking phones.
Oh, God, this culture.
This culture, we won't look up from them.
I'm obsessed with my screen.
And I love it because if I'm honest, I don't like talking to people.
Me neither.
Nobody does, really.
I was thinking I'd love to see a short film about how people are on their phones all the time.
God!
Please, somebody make a...
Preferably by like a college freshman.
Yes. And you know what?
The younger and less experienced in anything, the better.
You know what? Let's not leave it at one. Why not every college student in all of America
Yes.
make a short film?
You know what's been hitting me hard lately?
What's that?
Is street art about the way I live my life.
Oh my God, I'll weep when I see one.
Yeah.
I saw that one the other day of a man looking at his own cell phone, and I fell on the ground and started weeping on the cement.
Absolutely. I was walking down Melrose the other day, and
Beautiful street.
Gorgeous. I love it. That's where I get all my clothes.
Oh.
The best little shops, owned by the
pop.
coolest weirdos.
It took me so
Melrose
long to
weird.
find a $275 Led Zeppelin T-shirt.
Yes. Yeah. But I saw a spray painted, stenciled on the sidewalk. Love each other. Oh my God! I almost fell out of my car. Well, I was driving by. I was looking out on the sidewalk. I'm not gonna walk down there.
I was riding the subway the other day. You know, the subway that everyone in Los Angeles uses.
Yeah, the
Metro.
subway.
Yeah, the metro. And
Everybody should take public transportation out here.
Public transportation in Los Angeles is gorgeous.
It's really good. But anyway, I was riding on the subway, and I looked out the window, and I saw on the side of a building, I saw somebody had spray painted up there. If you can read this, look to the person to your left and tell them you love them.
Oh my God, who was sitting to your left?
Nobody.
Wow.
Shit.
And so I took it as an opportunity.
Sometimes street art makes you sad, and that's what it's supposed to do.
I took it as an opportunity. I turned around, and there was a mirror behind me, and I just looked at
A mirror behind you.
Yep, on the subway.
On the subway.
Yeah, just a vanity mirror in case you need to touch up.
A vanity mirror.
Yeah, kind of one of those ones that's
Small.
concave, and it kind of makes your face look big.
A magnifying vanity mirror?
Yeah,
Does
so
it have a light ring around
it had a light ring around it.
Mounted at the
also,
subway.
easy access to the charger that this was plugged into, so my phone had plenty of juice.
I hate
Oh,
to tell you this,
juiced
but you were
up phone.
absolutely in your bathroom.
Yeah.
What's that?
You were in your bathroom.
What is
You
what
mean to
is a
tell me
sub-
I was in my bathroom and my apartment is so cheap that it rattles all the time and I think I'm in a moving subway car?
You put it.
Yes,
And I
subway
looked out
tile.
the window and I saw the painting in my next door neighbor's house that says the words that I said before. And I thought I was in a subway
Well,
and
let
there
me
was
ask you this: when you get out of the subway, what's the first thing you see?
my bed.
Yeah, that's your apartment,
No, it's not.
Howard.
We should say you're listening to the teachers, and this is the teachers' lounge.
The teacher's lab.
Hit it! Hit the music!
Hit it. Wow. Too long.
Yeah. It's
Original.
great. That song's
Wow.
great in the context of an audio recording somebody's listening to bored in their car, but when
Yeah.
people are staring at you on stage, you really feel
Huge
the
waste
link.
of their time.
Yeah. It's a beautiful
People in an
song.
audience will watch anything.
Yeah. If they're here watching this, yeah.
If you came to a show, you're boring.
Yeah, you guys are obviously students. You have to watch this. But if you go to shows, fuck off.
If you pay money to see live comedy of any kind, eat shit.
It's shit.
Yes,
If you're bored, you're boring, idiot.
Comedy sucks. Have
All
we talked
right.
about that recently? Doesn't comedy suck?
I'm so glad we do a 100% serious, grounded podcast.
Yeah.
I am
Look-
so tired of trying to be
Hate it.
funny.
Yeah.
Look, we want to get into the podcast, but we should start with our announcements.
Yeah,
we
we
have
got
some
some
announcements since we got
announcements
the whole student body here. By the way, thanks for being here. You had to, but thanks for coming. Does anyone want to start with the announcements, or should I?
You were really buried in yours, so I think you should
I
start.
just didn't wear my glasses, so I'm having trouble reading them. But I'll do the first announcement. Okay, first announcement. Attention, Jewish students.
Great start.
We just learned that the Sabbath is not on Wednesdays, so you can no longer miss school. Good work, you tricked us.
Yeah. You
Classic.
you lying Jewish losers.
Hey, yeah.
Just because we have
That's
no
all
idea.
true. That's all true. No libel lawsuits here.
No.
No.
Lying.
You lied. You're Jewish.
And you're losing because you're,
Yeah.
you're skipping school.
It's not a generalization. It's about these specific Jewish
Skipping
students who
school
lied
is
to us.
losers.
Fuck these 15 kids we're talking about.
Yeah,
They got us though.
they did get us.
Yeah, that's
We
why
got
I would
us.
say fuck them.
You tricked us. That's why there's no punishment.
My ass is red.
That,
Your ass is red.
Yeah.
And the addendum to that is if you trick us, we can't punish you. So good
Oh
work,
yeah.
but now you still
Yeah,
got to
we
start
set
coming.
that
We'll
rule up quickly. If you trick us and get away with it, you get away with it.
Yeah,
Well,
you're-
it's good life training. You know, life isn't fair. If you can trick someone in the real world, it's
Yeah.
gonna work.
It works.
Yeah. Policy here.
yeah.
If you trick our asses, congratulations, you graduated. They're all gone. We graduated them.
Yeah.
We
good
graduated
luck.
a record
Hey,
number
and
of
I sent an
students.
email to every college in America saying, hey, if one of these 15 Jewish kids comes to
Yeah.
your school, they're going to try to not come to their classes on Wednesday, so you better look out.
I saw that email got flagged because the subject line was tricky Jews.
And for content, out of context, that email might seem a little anti-Semitic.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
But the
Maybe
subject-
even
well-
in context.
Subject's very pro-Semite.
All right. Well,
Which we are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We're almost in Fall Spirit Week, so we're having dress-up days. Monday will be Wildlife Day. Come dressed up as any wildlife. Tuesday will be Red Day. Wear any kind of red, but make it creative. Wednesday is going to be French style. And again, I'm not choosing these names. This was chosen by our ASB student body president on his own.
And these are mandatory, right?
These are mandatory.
So
If you
French
don't-
style, come on, guys.
Come on, get your berets out or stay home.
Yeah.
Thursday is going to be Chipotle Burrito Day. We're going to dress up like in foil, like Chipotle burritos. That does coincide with Free Burrito Day at Chipotle, so you can be able to
Okay.
get a little 2-for-1.
Oh,
there.
that's good.
That's good.
And Friday is Dress Like Daddy, where everybody dresses like their own father.
I remember last year, just like Daddy Day.
Yeah, that's what we have every year,
Of course.
Yeah.
And a lot of students came to school dressed like dead men.
Yeah. We had some deceased fathers that
Right.
were.
And one of the rules
imitated.
is dress like daddy now.
Yeah. Current.
Some kids,
Dress like current
some
daddy.
kid- I remember.
One of my kids was
I
in
remember
my
Arnold
his dad.
Feynman came in dressed like his dead dad when he was alive, and we said, "Go home. Come back when you look like your corpse dad."
Yeah. I had.
Be creative.
But then when he
Yeah.
came back in a great costume.
Yeah.
And he won the day. He got his picture in the newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, when you come into my office on that day, I will not be able to hear you from the urn. So
Yeah, so
That's
try a
right.
little
Todd
harder.
encases himself into a tiny urn.
just like we did
Dress
with
like
my
that.
dad's unburned body.
That's
Just
so
shoved him
crazy.
in there.
That's so crazy that you asked that funeral home to cremate your father, and they just stuffed his body in without burning it.
Yeah.
It took us a while to figure it out. Because they got him in there good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of hair poking out the top.
Yeah, and it was 222 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a heavy big urn.
Oh, we just thought his ashes were as heavy as his body.
Let's keep moving with the announcements.
Students, the mannequin challenge was very fun, but the latest viral craze, the butt fucking challenge, has to stop. No more filming yourselves butt fucking each other to Gloria Estefan's conga.
Well, you can still do it, but don't post it on the school social media pages. We,
Yeah.
the hashtag has kind of run wild. Everybody's tagging Swine
Yeah, that's
High
what I
School
meant
as
to
well.
say. Keep doing this, but don't tag us.
Yeah.
It's gonna get us in some hot water.
I've got another announcement for you guys. The new school uniform policy goes into effect on Monday morning, and to reiterate, accessorizing your uniform in any way is not allowed. This includes patches, bracelets, necklaces, fanny packs, and toupees. Any accessory will be confiscated on discovery.
You didn't even have to mention any of the other ones other than toupee.
I know.
Because that's the only offense we're having.
And let's just say it. Jeremy,
We know it's a rug.
pretty obvious rug there, buddy.
We know you lost your hair in 8th grade. It was very unfortunate. But you're not fooling anybody.
Not fooling
We know
anybody.
that shit's a rug.
We got a carpet on your head and we all
Again,
know
this
it.
is training for life. No one's gonna fucking buy that rug in the real world.
He's
So
got-
we're letting you know now that you look terrible.
He's got glue just running down the sides of his
Yeah.
face because
He's
he's
using Elmer's.
You stink
Age
like-
gracefully, Jeremy.
Jeremy Christ. All
We know
right.
you're 17.
Next announcement, no more missing class because you claim you have Trump's piss tape. If you have the tape and want to miss class, we got to see it from now on.
And also, no more bootlegs. I've gotten fooled a couple times with bootleg piss tapes.
I don't know who's dressing their dads up like Trump and having them piss on people, but we know a fake when we see it.
Yeah.
And we want to see that tape as bad as anybody.
Absolutely, so I know I voted for the right guy.
That was the problem. I knew I wanted to vote for him. And then when I heard about the tape, I said, well, now I really want to vote for him. But it still hasn't proved, so I just went ahead and I voted for him, and it was fine.
Well, I was one of those on the fence guys. I just wasn't sure whether I wanted a socialist America or an insane dictator America. I was on the fence between those two options.
That seems like a scrambled brain, like a really sick brain. You're sort of undecided.
I'm pretty manic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty manic. So
well, we should talk about how you're dressed right now. Because you're in a sleeveless camo shirt. You have not even attempted to dress up like you're at school.
Well, no, I thought this was off time.
No.
I don't have shoes on either. I wasn't ready for this. We got the call that we had to come down here 15 minutes before, and I just threw on what I had on.
Well, you've been submitting. I think why you're dressed like this is because you've been submitting to the newest Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
That's right.
Jokes. You've been faxing in jokes.
Yeah, and
what's the name of that tour?
Back and more racist than ever.
Yeah, I've been faxing in jokes, trying to see if the cable guy will read any of my stuff on stage.
Right.
The one thing I love about those guys and the jokes you're sending them is while the rest of comedy is now firmly planted in 2017,
right,
they're saying, hell no.
Right.
We grew up in an age where only white men ran this, and that's the kind of humor we expect out of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, do you guys remember and hate 1998? Too bad, because we live there in our brains.
We live there and we want to go back to the comedy, art, and music of the era.
Yeah. I love their stuff, and then those like 7 or 8 minute chunks when Chappelle weighs in on trans people. Love him. Yeah. Love that part of that.
Oh,
new Chappelle.
New Chappelle and Seinfeld just having conversations are my two favorite things right now.
I love it.
I love when Seinfeld just gets rid of the punchlines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, we get the act. Show us the real you.
Yeah, I love watching him come up with material.
Next announcement, the campus improv team sucks and is canceled.
Yes, that's an editorial note. All the teachers got together and unanimously decided, who's this for?
Yeah, that's done. Do stand up. All right, you asked and you shall receive. Piping hot gravy is back in the lunchroom.
This is big.
This is huge.
This is huge for the culture of campus.
Yeah. Piping hot gravy was gone for a while.
Well, we lost it in that hot gravy lawsuit.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's where
Miss third-degree burns from having the hottest gravy.
Yeah, Miss Morgan went into the cafeteria and said, "Let me get a cup of moderately hot gravy." They gave her a whole pot of gravy that was 332 degrees.
Yeah, but she's so fucking stupid. You know the gravy is hot. That's why we get
it. It's on the marquee at the
hottest gravy in the world.
We're on Yelp about it.
Come on. Not the best, but the hottest. So it's back now with like a fucking label on it that says caution hot.
Which is like, takes the fun out of it.
Yeah. I'm glad that woman got burnt on her inner thighs.
Moving on, I've got an announcement as well. We'd like to congratulate Mr. Hampton, your anatomy and human development teacher, on the birth of his new baby son, Dakota. We'd also like to send our condolences to Mrs. Hampton, as Mr. Hampton died during childbirth.
He did.
Oh, man.
Yes.
He did.
He died.
Whoa, that's crazy.
From what I understand, he was in the room. He was overwhelmed. He passed out. They're not sure what happened.
Yeah.
Another doctor came in, worked on him side by side with his wife who was giving birth to their child.
And he was a healthy guy, one of those town athletes you see running around all the time.
Yeah, one of the town athletes. Yeah.
You know the guys,
Yeah.
they got the bright clothes and they run and you see.
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Mind your own mortality.
Yeah, those guys make me feel great. The ones who get up early and like run around.
Yeah.
I love those
You
guys.
do, yeah. I don't. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan.
They make me feel fat and dumb and slow.
Well, good. We're glad
Like
he's
that-
dead then.
Yeah, well. Let's keep moving with the announcements.
Couldn't
the
run from the Grim
robotics
Reaper,
lab. Huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
It's okay.
He said couldn't run from the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, well, he's going to get us all. The robotics lab is closed due to water damage and the murder. Please use the computer lab.
Yeah, really it's less about the water damage and mostly about the murder.
Well, the water damage is what alerted us to the murder, so that really is what
Exactly.
started
We
it.
were up in the rafters looking for that leak and we found Mr. Ferris's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is. We are positive that it is a murder because the room was sealed from the outside with cement. All the doors were encased in cement. No water could get out. There was a leak in the ceiling. It filled the room up, and he just.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
the
I mean,
robotics
that-
lab is also still jacked up with cement.
Yeah.
What,
You were a suspect for a little while, Tom.
Yeah, I was,
was
a
that
suspect.
crazy? I mean, because they made that documentary about you.
Thank you. Good
And
question.
everybody was convinced you were the guy.
Yeah, well, the good news is I'm off scot-free for the moment.
Good.
I used the riddle defense. I said he stood on a block of ice and hung himself, and then the ice melted, and that was the water beneath him.
Oh yeah, I remember when you were on the stand, and it was before the block of ice, but you were you gave a long speech about how does a fox get across the river on a turtle's back.
Right.
A fox and there's a lesser
A
scary
fox,
animal.
turtle, and a grasshopper? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of went through a few different riddles and some of Aesop's fables to finally find one that made sense for the context of this
Well, you
case.
know-
That jury was super lenient with you because apparently, like,
Well, I threatened him.
huh?
Because I threatened him.
Yes. But also, you have just your new hair. Was perfect for the case. You changed up your look.
You talking about my trial hair?
Huh?
My trial hair.
Yeah, your trial hair that you have right now.
Oh, my current hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
The perm.
Yeah. A jury, you can look this up. A jury has never convicted a man with a perm. You can look that
It's
right
one of
up.
those weird freakonomic statistics that, like, nobody really
Look
knows
it
the
up.
correlation. It just worked out that
They
way.
Yeah.
didn't nail Phil Spector till he straightened his hair. Right?
That's correct, yeah.
That's true.
Everyone remembers that photo of Phil Spector in court with very long, slick,
I'm
smooth
convinced.
hair.
I'm convinced no one knows that photo except for us
I
because
doubt
every
it.
time we bring it up, nobody.
Google
Anyway,
Phil
yeah.
Spector. First thing that comes up, you'll laugh.
Yeah.
But
But
no,
you tried
I-
out a couple
I did
different
not.
perms, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I did the sperm, which was a perm in the shape of a sperm.
Right.
The top of my head was kind of soft, and then I had a tiny little tail wagging, a little rat tail wagging around in the back.
Right, and that tested badly with the jury?
Yeah.
With the,
Tested badly
Well,
with
with
the jury.
the fake jury
Well,
they hired.
Well, no, I brought the jury in, and I put them into a focus group, and I had them tell me all the things they thought, which is apparently illegal, so don't tell anyone.
And then you tried out the chicken perm?
Yeah, I put a bunch of tomato sauce on my head and Parmesan, and I did a chicken perm, and it failed.
Based on the chicken parm.
Yes.
We get it.
Yeah.
I think those food-based haircuts are the new thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
No, with more chicken, more food-based haircuts. We're not done.
Oh, I've only got one.
The bread bowl cut.
Have you seen the eggplant perm?
I haven't. What's that?
It's a lot like the chicken perm.
But
You sub eggplant for chicken.
But chicken wasn't even involved in the initial chicken perm.
Yeah, so I don't know how the hairstyle changes. I just know that there's two options, and vegetarians tend to get the eggplant perm, and meat eaters tend to get the chicken perm.
I see.
Okay, well, let me just get this one last announcement for me out of the way. From now on, hall passes will be replaced by activity-specific passes. Examples include office pass, locker pass, and dump pass.
Dump pass, of course, that isn't to use the restroom. That's to go visit the place where we keep all the trash.
Yeah.
In the back of the school.
We actually got rid of trash cans in each of the classrooms, and now if you need to throw something away, you have to go to an off-site dump.
Yes. Even if it's a single thing.
Yep. If
you
broke your
go
pencil.
over to the dump and throw it hard in.
Best dump and hottest gravy. That's what our school's got going for it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got one more. Students, Custodian Michaels has requested that people please stop calling him the Stink Man. That goes for students, faculty, students' parents, and also Custodian Michaels' wife and children.
Well, I didn't know he was giving us multiple announcements, but I also have an announcement from him.
Oh, really?
He said that everybody needs to please pick up after your service dogs. If you can't, please train them to do it themselves. The campus has been covered in shit lately, and it's getting ridiculous. So I assume that's why he's stinky, is because he's picking up...
He's
Yeah,
picking up
that's
after the
probably why they
service
call him
dogs.
Stink
Come
Man.
on, guys.
I love service dogs. I love... we allow kids to bring in their service dogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we don't. We're not just. You don't. We say service dog, but it's
Yeah,
really
other
service
than
animal.
people who are blind.
Yeah.
Right. You can't see it. Why do you need one?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
we're talking-
Enjoy your dog? Get rid of that fucking dog.
We're talking
What's
these-
it for?
If you're blind and you have a service dog, it should be one of the ugly ones. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes.
So that a person who can see doesn't have to look at an ugly dog. Get
Yeah.
rid of them.
There's
We
nothing
want these
I hate
real-
more than seeing a dog wasted on a blind person.
We want real service dogs, like
sometimes-
emotional support animals on planes.
Oh, yeah.
And little tiny dogs that people take just because they feel like having them.
Of course.
Well,
They're
you've been
loud.
I love our classroom setting since we've invited all the loud dogs. The class has been, it's like a PetSmart in there, and it's wonderful.
It's just like a PetSmart. I love it.
Sam, you've been renting yourself out as a service human, right?
That's right, yes.
So you'll fly around with people and just comfort them if they're nervous on a plane?
Yeah, I'll comfort them if they're nervous
And that's
on a
crazy
plane.
because you're terrible on planes.
I do a bad job. It's they don't know what they're getting in for, but it's a big job for them. It's a huge
So they
job for
become
them.
a service
If
human.
they can get my anxiety down to a regular level, I can then help them. But
I
it's
kinda get it.
it's a real ass.
I kind of get it. You provide a distraction. You go so insane that they forget they're flying.
Oh yeah, and it's a big distraction.
Yeah.
Some TSA does not enjoy it.
Yeah. You power bombed one of the stewardesses.
I powerbombed a stewardess and then I gave the Stone Cold Stunner to a pilot.
Which is, if anyone doesn't know, powerbomb is when you stick someone's head between your legs and then you grab them by their
Waist?
waist and
Yeah.
lift them in the air from the waist and then throw them on their back. It was illegal in the WCW because so
Yes.
many people were getting hurt.
It's
The
very
SWAT team would come
inappropriate
in.
for an airport.
Yes.
Especially an airplane inside one.
Yeah. The
Everyone
plane
knows
is-
what a Stone Cold Stunner is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Stone Cold Stunner the pilot, and
right.
then you cracked open a Bud Light, and
Yeah.
you stood on two people's heads in first class
Yeah.
and drank it.
That's right. Well, I didn't really drink much of it. I poured it all over my head and face, and a little bit got in my mouth.
Right.
You do not fly well.
No. Just to reiterate. Anyway.
Well, that's crazy you started that business.
What?
Renting yourself out as a service human.
Hey, the market dictates where you go. You know what I mean? There was a market for it. I needed money. I did it.
We're a slave to the market, really, us here at Swine High School.
I believe it.
Yeah, speaking
How many
of...
students here have heard our podcast? Have any context of where? Okay. Yeah.
Are they aware of who's listened to the first episode of the most recent season that just premiered?
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Not
so
bad.
for
Everybody else, fuck off.
Fuck yeah.
Because we're not going to
Go home.
explain
How
anything.
dare you not sign up for a podcast app and pay for it?
I mean, if you're not a fan of the podcast already, this show is probably very weird and bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot of frowns in the audience. Well, yeah, this is, we just started season 3. And last season we blew up our old school, Hamilton High School.
That's right.
Well, you did, Sam.
Well, we did, but I did, yeah.
Yeah, we all had a hand in it
Thank
equally,
you.
but we blamed it on you.
Yeah.
And then we escaped to Mexico with El Chapo. And we lived with him there for a while. We filmed a reality show that we're still shopping around that's very similar to The Real World in that it's pretty much just The Real World with us and El Chapo.
It's called The Real World.
Also, Tech and Ruthie are there.
Right.
It's called The Real World. And we sent it to MTV and we haven't heard back yet.
Not even a cease and desist, which is
Yeah,
troubling.
but we got super pissed at El Chapo because he was being a
It's a
bitch.
desist, but not a cease.
Yeah. We got super pissed at El Chapo because he was just being the worst. He wouldn't go to our job at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He wore my shorts.
He wore your shorts. He was
He
just the
opened
worst
my mail.
roommate.
So we got
You
the
open
hell
your
out
mail?
of there, and we started our own charter school.
Yes.
Levi's Speedo Cut Jeans presents the Swine High Pigs _1.
That's right. We used Howard Levi's money from the Levi's Corp. And we started our own charter school.
With the
called-
caveat that every week is sponsored by a different cut of Levi's jeans.
Yes, to get the money, we had to. We opened a Levi's store at the front of the school, and each week it's sponsored by a different pair of jeans. What are the jeans this week?
This one's the Levi's Speedo Cut Jeans.
Levi's Speedo Cut jeans.
They're small in all the right places.
Yeah.
And a few of the wrong ones.
Yes. Now these jeans
This is a
are-
bad cut of jean. This is a bad, painful jean to
If
wear.
you're a gross Italian but don't live near a beach but want to wear some denim, get the Speedo Cut Jeans.
That's right. It's a painful jean that's worth it for the look.
Yes. Yes. Do you want to make sure people know you're an asshole? Wear these Levi's Speedo Cut jeans.
Do you want to see your penis on occasion on accident?
Nice. Speedo Cut jeans.
So go ahead and pick some of those up, $140.
140 and rising.
That's right. The longer we have these, the more expensive they get, guys. So get them fast.
Now, we should bring out our guest. We have a fun guest today.
That's
If
right.
you listen to season 2 of the podcast, you'll remember her. She is a poet and a hopeful mother one day.
Yes.
Put a big round of applause for Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
Yeah.
Hi, how
Hello. Hello.
Hi, ladies.
So good to
Thank
see
you.
you. Great to see you. Glad to have you on the show again.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me. Thank you
Thanks for being here.
so much.
Thanks for being here.
This
Todd
is,
really disrespected you there and didn't stand up.
Oh, that
for
wasn't
you.
about you. I just didn't feel like standing.
Oh, okay.
I take it as a personal attack.
I truly
okay.
didn't mean it that way.
This place is different than the last place I came.
That's right. This is a new campus. This is our self-funded campus. It's our school. Good eyeball.
I would
Yes.
like to run for the school board.
Okay.
You
Okay.
would.
That's fine, you know.
Well, we are the school board.
Yeah, because we started the charter school, we are sort of the end of the road. The buck stops with us. So, I mean, we'd love to hear some of your plans, maybe some things that you'd like to come bring to the school this year.
I would like to be all of y'all's superior.
Wow.
Okay.
What a pitch. No specifics of policy,
Yeah.
just to
also
be
no
our
title,
boss.
really, just superior.
Well, technically, we don't even have a school board above us yet. We're sort of just co-founders.
I mean, we could use a little bit of management. Like right now, the school's doing all right, but you know, we could probably.
There's been a little bit of infighting.
Yeah, of course.
It's hard not to have a boss above us to sort of settle some of our disputes.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts for the school upon looking at it and how it's functioning?
When I first walked in,
Uh-huh.
I stopped at the cafeteria.
Right.
Good.
Okay, I think I remember last time you were on, you were obsessed with cafeteria food and having it be not how it was supposed to be.
Obsession is the sand of our beaches.
I have never heard that saying.
It
I
is
get
a
it,
famous
though.
one. Please buy my book.
Oh, you've got a book. You've got a book
Yes.
coming out.
Yes,
That's fantastic. It's a book of poetry, I'm assuming.
it is. It's called The Witches.
Your
It's a
poetry
book of
book is called
poetry.
Witches?
Called The Witches?
Yes. Do you remember the book you read in school called The Witches?
The Roald Dahl book about witches.
Yes, I used that cover and stuff it with my poetry. The first page is a poem called Psych.
Oh, so you explained the confusion right up top.
Yes. Confusion is the lighthouse on my main voyage.
I guess that makes sense.
Who is your core audience? Are you trying to reach 7 through 11-year-olds?
I am trying to reach anyone who hath 2 eyes that can read.
Well, you're really limiting your audience by making your book cover The Witches, which is a children's book.
I saw a lot of people here with service dogs, so I assume that my book will not sell well here.
No, have you done it on tape?
I have done it on tape. Also, I put a denim-covered book in your Levi's store.
Ooh, that's nice. Now, how long
really?
is this tape? Now, it's a regular length book, but you're reading it, right?
Yes. The tape
But it
is-
says as read by Sir Ben Kingsley.
No, as read by Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
Okay, it doesn't say that.
I'm reading it.
So this book is a lot of lies up top. It's hard to really
is
get your head
wild.
around what it is because there are so many deceits up top.
The book is 19 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay.
Jesus!
It takes me
Poetry.
And that's
long.
crazy because the book isn't that long, so you must
No.
go slow.
I read with vigor and oomph.
All right.
I've always wanted to hire my own superior.
Yeah.
I find that one of the problems in our world is you can't pick your superiors; they pick you. So I'm curious about what it would be like to have you on the school board.
Well, what are some of the fights that you have been infighting over?
I want a longer school week.
Longer school week.
I want to go Monday to Sunday.
You want to
Yeah,
go?
and we say.
And we, of course, want to go with a traditional school week, Monday to Friday, with a 2-day weekend.
Right.
And I've been pressing to go just weekends, take the weeks off. Flip it.
You, sir?
Just Wednesdays.
Just Wednesdays.
You want to go
Perfect
midnight
day.
to midnight on Wednesday. and take
Midnight
the
to
rest of it
midnight on
off.
Wednesday, get it over with, and then just do whatever you want for the rest of the week.
Wednesday, hump day. Hump, hump, said the camel. Why must you hump, camel? What are you humping at, camel? Wednesday. When's that day? Wednesday. When you say Thursday, camel. I propose, if I am principal of this school,
Oh, it's over.
I'm not even sure what that
You
was.
speak so
That-
poetically, we never
that
know when
was
the
a
poem is
very
ended.
climactic ending.
It
You
was,
didn't
it
catch
was
it?
huge.
Well,
Yeah.
poems don't have to always lead to a huge ending. It's
No.
not a summer blockbuster.
It's not a summer blockbuster, it's more like a winter lackluster.
I'll be honest, though, that does not resolve the fight in the slightest.
No.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to. Here we go. My proposal. You would prefer to go to school Monday through Sunday.
Correct.
You only Wednesday. You only weekends. And you the normal Monday through Friday. Well, what if we do this? On Mondays, you will come in 9 to 6. On Saturdays, you will come in 6 to 9. 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
The next day, Saturday, 6 a.m., Sunday, 9 p.m. On Wednesdays,
Yes.
you're allowed to do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, say whatever you want. It's an open season.
Okay, and for the rest of the week?
You must be quiet.
Okay, so I just don't work at all.
Well, you work.
Oh.
You teach. You stimulate young minds. You make the children better for the world.
Okay.
And you're here every day. You get what you want. But you're not allowed to make direct eye contact with any of these other men every day because you did this. And every time they walk by you, they will say, you did this.
Okay, this sounds like it will breed a lot of resentment between.
Yeah, this doesn't
I
seem
don't
like a
even-
solution so much as makes the problem worse.
Yeah,
It makes us
yeah.
hate each other
It's
more.
more
And I
like
don't
fuel
even-
for more arguing.
I'm pretty sure I was fired.
What if we put an ice cream machine in the cafeteria?
Oh,
Would
Okay,
that
here we
help?
go.
Yeah,
that's a
This,
pretty
this
good
is
idea.
always why you come. You throw out poetry, and then very quickly you start talking about ice cream in the cafeteria.
Poetry cannot be thrown out, my dear. It cannot simply be tossed into the wind. For the wind will carry it right back to your hands, and you will catch it with a butterfly that flutters, creating an effect. Ashton Kutcher.
it's hard to know when you're just telling me something and when you're in a little thing.
A little thing can become a big thing
Yes.
if you look at it with wider eyes. Open eyes wide open, eyes wide shut, sex party.
They're always mentioning these old movies. So, what do you think we need more ice cream in the lunchroom?
Yes. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, sorbet, 7-Up in your sherbet.
7-Up and or sherbet, or 7-Up in your
In
sherbet?
your-
Oh, this sounds like maybe just something you would do if you were at a place where,
If
like
I
a
had
hometown
lime
buffet.
sherbet, I would add 7-Up to it.
Why do you even like school so much?
Yeah, I don't even know why you're here.
Because I must stimulate the children. I am here for them.
Do you just want to work here for free food? Is that what's going on?
Do you get free food?
Well, I don't know. I assume people who work in the lunchroom just
Yeah.
also eat the food. I don't know.
If I am your superior, the food shall be free.
Okay.
Okay, well-
You're sending out a lot of pitches as if you were a child running for class president. An ice cream machine and free lunches.
I would also replace all water fountains with Kool-Aid.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you have a platform, which is better than some of the people who've come in here and tried to work for us.
Were you in, when you went to school? Were you part of the student council? Were you president or anything?
I
of your
played baseball.
class? Okay.
I was the only woman on the baseball team.
What position?
Shortstop.
Wow.
Big position.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
wow.
hard. That's,
I
Was
had-
that tough?
Oh, tough as nails, tough as rocks, tough as a pebble in your sock. Tough as old bread, tough as old Mew. That's a Pokemon card. Remember, say you?
I don't.
It sounds like those things got less tough as the list went on. You
was-
started with nails
you
and
did not
ended with
collect-
old bread.
When you were playing baseball, could you sort of put the poetry aside and really get into game mode? Were you fielding grounders and throwing people out at first? I mean, what's your
Yes.
mindset?
Every time I fielded a grounder or threw someone out, I recited a poem.
Okay.
I did not allow them to return to their dugout. I stopped them mid-track and said,
You would walk up to them and stop them.
yes.
So baseball, the famously long and boring sport, you added slow poetry to.
I was able to perfect my poetry during baseball games. Hoot and holler, scream and shout. Ladysmith just threw you out.
Yeah. Wow, that's
great.
Good. That's a real
Honestly.
sting. That's got to really demoralize the other team.
Oh, they hated it.
Were you also, I'd imagine someone with your talents probably was a vocal force in the locker room before games.
Very vocal.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear a piece of my
Yeah, give us
My-
like a pump-up speech.
pop-up speech?
Oh, I'd love it.
Give me a
Yeah,
scenario.
do the one that Russell Simmons saw and then had you on Def Poetry Jam.
Oh, right.
yes.
Oh, this was the game, right, it was the Crosstown Rivals, right? I've heard about this one. They
The
were,
crosstown rival of my high school.
yeah.
All right. What is the scenario?
Oh, you're in the locker room at of course, baseball halftime. And you guys are down.
You guys are down by 3 runs.
Yeah.
But you're going up to bat in the next inning.
Okay.
Yes.
Boom, pow, Hit, splat. For next inning, I am up to bat. I will watch the ball as it floats my way. I will knock it out of the park, as they say.
So, tough motivation when you're saying "as they say" in the middle of it, maybe.
Also,
Doesn't
this is
grab
so
me.
far just about you.
Yeah.
It's not building up the team at all.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we have.
You
to
will,
try.
you will all see as I don't strike out. You will jump out of the dug out. I rhymed out with out. I also use that as an onomatopoeia. Out.
All still part of the poem here.
Wait a minute. What say you, coach?
Is this a call and response? Are we supposed to say something as coach?
No.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
No.
Have you heard this one before? Did you see my episode?
Yeah, I've heard this.
This
one
is his
before.
favorite part. He always wants to speak for the coach. But
Please.
don't do it, Sam.
Wait. What say you, coach?
I don't believe in you guys.
But you're wearing a brooch.
Yeah, which would signify he does believe in you.
Yes.
And the whole team jumped up and ran up the field.
Yeah, and you guys lost.
Yes, I struck
And the other
out.
team said, "We don't have half times in baseball. What were you doing in there?"
Where did you even go?
They were.
Why is Russell Simmons here?
That game became famous for so many follow-up questions.
Yeah, that's right. That was one of the longest high school post-game interviews that there's ever been. Nationally televised high school.
Yeah.
It was on ABC.
1,500 follow-up questions.
Prime time. TGIF.
Yeah.
The post game aired right in between Family Matters and Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
The Guinness Book rated that the weirdest baseball game ever.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And what was the reigning weirdest baseball game ever that it beat out? I can't remember.
It was the one. It was when it was the Florida Marlins versus the Astros, where a sinkhole opened up in the whole infield, and they played through it.
They played through.
The baselines just sort of cut like you were slicing out a weird hunk of cake, and then you took the cake out of the middle, and then this is making sense, right? This is making sense.
But then
What was the
also in
one?
that,
What was the rating one right before that? The third weirdest one?
I think the one right before that was the one. What was the guy from the Atlanta Braves that had a lot of
Glavine.
No, the
John
McGriff.
Smoltz,
no, the opinionated one.
Fred McGriff.
Fred McGriff.
Chipper Jones.
Tripper
I
Jones.
signed my name with an X. That guy, right?
Oh, I can't.
David
remember.
Justice.
No, the opinionated one.
Bob Uecker.
Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox, the first baseman of the Atlanta Braves.
I can't believe they let him play.
It
He was 75 playing first.
God, I wish
For
I
the
could remember
early
that guy's
90s
name.
Atlanta Braves.
The guy that said a bunch of bullshit about people on the subway in New York.
John Rocker.
John Rocker. So that was the
That one
runner-up.
got me. I remember
John
bigoted
Rocker.
rants.
Yeah,
I remember.
the weirdest game right before the sinkhole one was the one where they let John Rocker, instead of singing the national anthem, just say opinions on different minorities.
To the tune of the national anthem.
Yeah.
Tune of the national anthem.
That was crazy. And they shot off the fireworks at the end. And
There was a flyover.
yeah.
Otherwise, great game, but that really.
Well, it really motivated
Yeah.
a lot of the players against him. Is what happened.
He went on to pitch a all hitter.
Yeah.
And then they just beat the piss out of him afterwards.
Yeah.
God,
That
that was
was the
what was
murder.
that? What was the one right before that one? The fourth weirdest baseball game.
That was one of your other games.
Yeah, you were.
Yes.
That was you.
That was me. I was in high school for 8 years. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
You were the Van Wilder of your campus.
Did you look different, or have you always looked like
I have
this?
always looked as this.
Okay, so you sort of look like Kevin Johnson, or as like Larry Johnson as Grandmama a little bit. You're very,
That
you're much
character
larger
was
than
inspired by me.
Okay.
I was going to high school in Charlotte. No sports people at this school. Anyway, it was 1988. Bo Jackson had just torn a ligament in his leg.
Huge news.
The Kansas City Royals needed me to step up. I said, but I am only 16. I was 16 in 1988. You do the math.
No.
I think that makes you 45 now, but I could be wrong.
46.
No.
46. 46.
Okay.
Anyway, I played for the Kansas City Royals. And
Already, probably the weirdest thing that ever happened is they immediately brought up a 16-year-old woman to replace a man who famously was the best baseball and football player of his time.
That wasn't the weird thing, though.
the weird thing was,
Yeah, that went off swimmingly.
at fourth inning, I became an umpire.
That still wasn't the weird thing, though.
I remember at this point, you blew a call.
I
Blew a bad
It
call, a
was-
slide into home.
And
Yeah, you
happened-
tried to call a grand slam, not a grand slam.
Yeah. You
And
called
you-
off all 4 runs. Said no.
But what happened was you were also the head coach of the team, and you got into it with yourself.
I did.
You
were
kicked dirt
kicking
on
dirt on your
yourself.
own feet.
Yeah.
I kicked dirt. I kicked dirt onto my own feet.
Yeah.
I yelled at myself for 10 straight minutes until I threw myself out.
Yeah, you
And I
grabbed
turned
yourself
around.
by your belt loop
Yes.
and threw yourself out.
And I turned around and looked at myself and said, "You're lucky I have to go back to school. It's lunchtime."
Yeah, and there was also
'Cause this
the
game,
was morning game.
Yeah, it's a morning game. It started at 9:30
9
a.m.
a.m.er. It's a 9
That,
a.m.er.
in my opinion, this game is so weird. It should be the weirdest, but no.
Fourth weirdest.
There's other weird ones.
Nope, it's the weirdest one is the one with so many follow-up questions. That's the weirdest one.
Well, Ladysmith, I think we know what you're going to bring to the school in the lunchroom area.
Yes.
We know what you're doing there. What are the intangibles? It's not how you do the job you're there for. It's why do we want you around?
Yeah.
You want me around because I bring vigor and whimsy to a
Do you
high
know
school
what
crowd.
those 2 words mean?
Yes.
I don't know if we want whimsy around.
I don't
What
want
is that,
my
like
whimsy
Spock?
with vigor. I'll tell you that much. I don't want-
Vigorously
Why not?
whimsy sounds awful.
What is whimsy? Like dresses and fog?
Both of them.
What is whimsy?
Yeah, I think little woodland
of them.
creatures, dresses,
Maybe
fog,
I'll return.
flowers.
The dancing of the fox, the stinging of the bee, the biting of the cat.
Sometimes they just end.
Those are whimsical. Whimsical. Whimsic. Sick. Sick. Cough. The coughing of the bear. He's sick. Give him some hunty.
Some hunty? Hunty is a
Hunty is
specific.
sassy honey.
Harvested from like sassy bees that,
Yes.
that really don't
All
want you
these
going near
bees
the
are
hive.
such bitches. And they make hunty.
That's why we say the B word.
Yes, that's true. B-E-E word.
Give the bear some hunty.
Well, I don't think we want you on the school board.
Yeah, I
I don't know if I'm speaking for
don't know. Yeah, I
everybody.
think so far we don't want you.
But did I mention what I would do to school lunches? Have I mentioned that already? Have I said anything?
You said you'd bring in an ice cream machine that had vanilla strawberry chocolate and sorbet with 7-Up in it.
That is a good question. Have you said anything?
You know,
We
I think,
certainly have.
I feel like we're coming up on the end of time here, but we wanted to do just a quick
end of
little
times.
The end of times.
Tell me about it.
I mean, you can feel it in the air. We're pretty
And
close.
no one is more ready to die than us. Bring it, baby.
Bring it on.
We're on a highway to hell.
Yeah.
Yes, we
But
are.
anyway, as a sort of closing segment, we wanted to do a little thing today, which is essentially we just want to say something you wish you knew in high school. Something for our listeners who are in high school now that they can latch on to and sort of take with them in their day-to-day to make their day better, their lives better.
This was supposed to be, of course, a very informational day with Mr. Ryan here. Unfortunately, we got a late email from him.
Another one?
Saying that, I got one a little bit ago.
I never mentioned the one that I got from his wife.
Yeah. Do you want to do that before I tell you mine?
No, you go.
Okay. He said, I'm still really considering getting there, but I'm very, very sad. I'm almost distraught. Paul crying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Which was
really?
if anyone wants to rewind, the first one we said.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's reusing emails?
Reusing
He
emails.
sucks.
He's
He
reusing.
sucks and isn't clever.
Well, no, he
my
sent me a
God.
brand new one. He sent me a brand new one.
Really?
Yes. That was all about how he had hitched a ride on a mythical dragon. But the dragon was kind of puttering and taking a while. Subject line, stall flying.
Good.
That's good.
I think that
but,
one's already been said too.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Reusing too!
Yeah.
This Paul Ryan guy is
Unbelievable.
not paying attention.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Well, his wife sent me one. His wife sent me one.
So the segment we're doing here is all about...
Yeah, so things you wish you knew in high school.
Yeah, I can get started. I've got one on the tip of my tongue. I think something that in high school kids are obsessed with the opposite sex, right? And they think, oh, I've got to find someone.
If we have anything to do with it, yes.
Yeah, I've got to find someone. I've got to
Only
fall
the
in love.
opposite sex.
And their relationships are all about physicality, right?
If we have anything to do with it.
You can wait. That's all I'll say. You can wait.
You can wait.
Spoken like a true virgin.
You can't
You're a
wait
fucking
if you
virgin,
have-
Howard.
No, I'm not, guys. I'm saying,
You're
look,
just sensitive.
I didn't have sex in high school. I'll say that.
And you haven't since.
No.
I mean, but to his credit, he also didn't have sex in college, and it was his choice.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, I had tons of sex in college.
So something you, a current virgin, wish you knew in high school was you can wait?
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like you did.
No, stop. That's not fair, guys.
Don't wait. You end up like Howard.
And hey, even if I hadn't had sex, if I am a virgin, I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay.
Disagree.
I'm hosting a podcast.
Disagree.
I think we're really roasting Howard. I think let's move on with other tips, right?
Yeah.
I got a tip for the students that I
Yeah,
wish
let's
I knew
move
in
on.
high school. In high school, I was eating nothing but sugar, nothing but processed foods, lots of pepperoni.
Yes.
And my tip is diabetes catches up with you. That's not something you can just run off.
Well, you knew
can't
you
just-
had it in high school.
I knew I had it in high school, and I bucked it. I said, I'm not changing.
And who knew pepperoni was going to be such an issue?
Pepperoni was huge for me. It was too salty, which activated the sugars in the zebra cakes I was eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Zebra cakes.
Zebra cakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, it was the side.
Did you ever dip them in milk?
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, really good. What a treat a zebra cake is. So that's my tip. Diabetes will get you.
Yeah. We're coming up on the end of time here, so we should probably try to roll through these pretty
Was that
quickly.
what that light thing was?
I think that
Get
might have
off
been.
stage?
It may have been.
We've got 20 more minutes of Paul Ryan puns to make.
You mean emails?
Yes, sorry.
They're not
emails.
puns. They're his subject lines.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm up. I don't have one yet, but I'll think of one while I'm speaking
Yeah.
right now. Thing I wish I knew when I was in high school, I would say is no one ever asks to see your diploma. Mm-hmm. No one ever asks to see it. You could
Yes.
lie through your
True.
stinking teeth, and you'd probably be fine.
Yes.
Another thing I wish I knew.
We're
no,
just
that's
doing
it.
one.
Just one. All right.
Yeah.
Do
I
another
thought we were
one.
just
Do
going. I
another
thought we were just
one.
going until one landed as hard as we wanted it to. I guess I'll end on that one.
Think of one while I'm doing my shitty one. Don't skip out on getting a class ring. These things are invaluable. They're gorgeous. You will wear them until you're dead. They're beautiful. They have nice little stones on them. They
People
have too
will always
much
ask you to
writing.
look at if they can see them. People
Yes.
are interested in seeing yours.
Yes, everybody loves it. Everybody cares. All the sports you did in high school.
I proposed to my first wife with my class ring.
You gave it to her?
Yeah.
Or with it on?
What?
With yours on?
Well, with it on, I put it up to her face.
You made her kiss your
Made her
ring.
kiss it like
That's
I
the
was a
proposal.
don.
No wonder she said no. Is she here?
No,
Your
still
ex-wife?
Did
no.
I get? No, she didn't make it.
God damn it.
Maybe she's outside.
She's with her 17-year-old boyfriend tonight, though, right?
Well, every night, yes.
And they live in your house?
They moved into my own home, and I'm currently without house.
I can't remember if this is information we've already recorded that has not been released yet.
People will find out soon enough. So yeah.
Yeah.
Ladysmith, what'd you wish you knew in high school?
Speaking of diabetes, I will say that Sprite or 7-Up is not the only soda you can add to sherbet. You can add many sodas to many different ice creams. Welch's grape soda in vanilla ice cream, delicious.
Great idea.
Welch's strawberry soda in vanilla ice cream, delicious.
Great idea.
Welch's orange soda in vanilla ice cream, delicious.
That's a creamsicle.
Yes. Milk in chocolate ice cream, delicious.
Milk
Yeah.
is a soda to you?
Although that's just an unmixed milkshake.
I like to
Don't
pop the
mix it.
top on a fresh milk.
Milk-a-Cola.
Chug on a hot summer day.
I won't go to a movie theater if they don't have milk in the fountain.
Milk-a-Cola Classic.
Yeah, sometimes I take my big gulp cup to 7-Eleven and I get it full of milk. Yeah, 64 ounces of milk.
Yeah.
Ice cold with ice. I put an
Yeah.
ice in milk.
Yeah, I love an icy milk, just like they used to look in the commercials for some reason.
Also, horchata. That's good.
I think that's a great advice. You should take it from all of us. I guess if you're listening to this, you know this already, but keep checking out. Every Wednesday we'll be releasing another episodes of the Teacher's Lounge.
Yeah.
And, we got a little thing that we like to say sometimes when we end
Yeah, I
this
was gonna say this email. This email I got from Paul Ryan's wife.
Crazy.
Because we've been getting a lot of emails and we think he's coming. And it said, subject line, don't believe a word. Body, Paul Ryan.
Okay.
Shit. I waited so long for that.
Oh my God! I just got
And
a DM. I just got a DM on
Really?
Twitter from Paul Ryan.
Uh-huh.
It's got a picture of him making bacon. It says Paul Fryan.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, I got a Facebook message from
He's
him.
taunting us now.
He said, he says, in the car, can't get a hold of you guys. Call Brian.
Call Brian.
Fuck you.
I know.
Well, I don't
Oh my
understand.
God! I'm holding my phone, and I got a picture message, and it's him checking out at Costco. Tons of shit. It says Paul Bryan.
Oh my God.
Wait, how is he at Costco? He sent me one.
Really?
He sent me.
On what?
He Snapchatted me a disappearing photo, and it's a photo of him in Chichen Itza, and it says Paul Mayan.
Whoa.
Oh, guys.
Ladysmith,
There's a message in
you don't
my,
even work here.
There's a message in my bowl of alphabets.
Oh my God.
It says, climate change is real. Paul Bill Nyan.
Paul Bill Nyan.
Nyan.
That's so complicated. Because that's a.
Also, every layer of it is. It's in alphabet. It's gone
Oh, you
now.
just eat it
This
all
is
up.
crazy. I just got another email.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. He's no longer in Chichen Itza, or maybe he is, but he's getting out of the shower and it says Paul Dryan.
Well, that's good. Maybe he's on his way.
Oh my God.
No.
Did we get the same one?
I think we got the the same one.
Yeah.
Say it at the
Yeah,
same
I'll
time.
set it up and then we'll say it at the same time.
Sure, yeah. Don't
Yeah.
trust me to do that.
Wait, if you want to go, you fucking virgin, do whatever you want.
Let him
No,
have this
go.
one.
Yours will be better.
Okay, no, it won't. I just got a photo. It's him, and he's playing soccer in a blue jersey, and there's another guy, Mitch McConnell, playing soccer in a red jersey, and I can see the scoreboard in the back, and it says 2-2.
Oh,
Paul Tyan.
Yeah, I thought we had the same one, but we didn't have the
We
same
did.
one actually,
We
which
did.
is insane.
What'd
I
you
got
get?
I got one from him. Oh, this came in at 420. It's from him, and it's just got a lit joint emoji, and it says "Y'all highin'."
Why would he send
he's
that?
wondering
Why
if
would he
we're-
say that?
That's not a. That breaks from the whole thing
Well,
he was doing.
Yeah, you have
It
to
makes-
keep the Paul, I
It
think.
makes sense to
You
me.
don't have to keep the.
No.
He
think
doesn't
you have
have
to-
to keep the Paul thing.
He's
It
about
makes
to
sense to
take
me.
it all.
It makes sense to me because he sent me one, unbelievably enough. Well, he tagged me in an Instagram post that anyone can see, so you should check it out.
Oh, let's all look.
But it's a photo, it's a video of him listening to Bob Marley, and he's smoking the weed in it, you can see. And he's kind of really into the music, but also it seems like the vibe of the music and the lyrics. It says Paul Zion.
Oh my God. He's pushing the rhyme on that one. He's pushing the rhyme, but it still works.
Oh, that's weird. He just sent me another one. It's a picture of him in front of a new car, an ugly car. It's very boxy, and it just says it's Paul Scion.
Paul Scion.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
well, I think that was the last email we're gonna
That's the
get.
last email.
Everybody just give
Hold
it
on,
2
check-
seconds.
Everybody look at their phone.
Check your
Hang on.
phones.
Everybody, check your alphabets.
Stir your
Ladysmith
alphabet.
just stirred the alphabets. Nothing?
Nothing in the
Okay.
alphabets.
Well,
Hold
if-
on, we gotta have one.
Oh my God! I just got a disgusting picture from Paul Ryan.
God damn it!
It's his eyeball up close to another sicker person's eyeball. It says Paul Stein. He's giving himself a sty. This is disgusting in this email. This is disgusting. Why is he sending me
Jeez.
this?
Well, look, I think this should be the end of it, okay?
Oh my God, I just got one. So it's Paul. This is crazy. It's Paul. It seems to be a little GIF, so it moves. And it's him. I know his wife. It's him fucking not his wife, and his wife's walking in, and he's shaking his hand at his wife. And it just says Paul denying.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, man.
Oh my God! I just got another one.
This is unheard of!
This is crazy. Now I'll say this. I'm starting to like Paul because this is funny.
This is funny.
He sent me a picture, no subject line. It's a picture of him on stilts, tall guy.
Wait.
I thought we needed Paul, but on that one we don't.
Wait, no. So we don't need Paul?
Well, in
Well,
his
we'll see.
case, no. We'll see if you
He
want to
did
do
send
one.
me one, but do you have one?
Yeah, I do.
Go for
He
it.
just sent me one. He sent me one.
Well, we'll see if he did or
Yeah.
not.
He sent me. He did. He sent me one, and it's him. He's rock climbing. It's a picture. He's rock climbing, and he's pretending like he's about to slip, and it says, fall, trying. No.
I got a.
Hey, I would be mad at you, but since no one in the room laughed at that, I know you're right. Okay, I'd be so pissed. But I realized that it was shitty.
Hey,
okay?
it's not about the laugh. It's just, did he send you that email?
I mean, yeah.
I got one.
We don't know. We'd be like,
Okay.
"Nah, you
I
don't
got a
have
pretty
to go."
crazy
I think
one.
we all need to
Okay.
reply
It's pretty-
afterwards. Hey, Paul, quit it.
It's pretty. This one's pretty similar to yours, but I think he actually sent it to me.
I'm looking for the authentic ones.
And it looks like it's him testifying in court that he did something when it's clear that someone else he knows did it. And in the body it says "Fall Guyin."
Oh my God, I got another one. This is crazy. He said he just didn't know what to do. He was stressed out about the show, and he's apologizing for not coming. And there's a picture of him being bashful. Paul Cheyenne.
Oh my God, Paul Cheyenne.
Oh, he sent that one before.
He did?
Here's one from the soccer game from earlier. The score's 3-2 now.
This is okay.
It says Paul untying.
Whoa!
Oh my God, I got another one. And this one, I think this is cultural appropriation. This one says Paul Cheyenne.
Oh, and he's acting like an American
he's
Indian.
dressed like a Native American and is rude.
This one's mean too. This one's super mean. It's a picture of a little person. And it just says small guy. I told you it was me.
He sent it. So
So we definitely don't need Paul in them then.
No.
I just got a copy of Paul Ryan's autograph book.
Wow.
And this one is from 50 Cent. It says, to Paul, get rich or die trying.
Wow.
What a busy day for email.
Yeah. I
Busy
think our
email
Gmails are overloaded for
mine
sure.
too.
50 Cent's autograph is just the name of one of his albums.
50 Cent said,
He
hey,
doesn't
Paul.
say anything personal to somebody. He just writes the name of his album on there.
Oh man.
Well, I guess we'll never get to see how to become a two-faced loser live.
I forgot
I
that's the
think
name
we
of the show.
still give a pretty good talk on it, actually.
Oh yeah, we live in it.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out to this live recording of the Teacher's Lounge. And we do have something we like to say when we sign off, and that is...
Stay flippy.
Flippy.